Psalm chapter 51, the Miserere, reveals that God desires a contrite and humble heart more than he desires sacrifice. There's one narrow way. How you might traverse that way is specific and unique to your soul, to your design, to your strengths and weaknesses. Is it rational to assume that if the God of the universe must pray, that we don't need to? And there are only two trajectories of your soul. There's only two. You have to live and die for truth. If you're gonna live, if you're not gonna opt out of life like I thought I might, you're gonna give your life to something. Here's what spiritual pride looks like. I'm in adoration. I'm on my knees, looking pretty holy, and I'm aware of it. Problem. Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. One of the most exclusive statements ever made by any so-called prophet. And then he finished off that sentence with, no one comes to the Father but through me. He's either a liar because he knows he's not God, but he wants you to think he is, or he's a lunatic because he believes he's God and he's not, or he is God and he knows he's God. When you go searching for spiritual truth outside of the bounds of that which Christ has given us in his church, you're going to mix it with some things that you just don't want to be involved with. They're not going to be helpful to you. They're going to be confusing. The minute you stop growing, you begin to decline. The vast majority of people I've ever talked with struggle with distractions in prayer. And so vocal prayer is a way to use your entire body to worship the Lord in a way that helps you to take all of your senses, and it's in a really powerful act of worship. The Spirit of God is pressing upon me that I have offended him and misrepresented him and lived in this way, in a way that is destructive to my soul and others, and the sorrow of God begins to creep into your heart. If you don't remember anything, I just want you to remember this one thing. And that is, love built a bridge over which truth can pass. And I want you to know that you have the power to change people's lives. If you don't memorize one scripture, you can still bring people to Christ and to heaven with you. If you are not making progress in the spiritual life, you must be concerned. And if you're not concerned, you must beg the Lord to reawaken your spirit to being concerned. The hunger for truth, it was ruthless in my heart. The work of God was ruthless in me, and I just couldn't rest until I dealt with all the questions. If you really want to talk about changing America, changing our culture, changing the world, if you draw people's hearts to Christ and they have a real encounter with him, that's what's going to bring lasting change.